we've been able to do this, and then people could buy into what we have done. People could buy into what we are showing them because they know us, they sort of like us, and they somehow trust us. So, and that was just on ticket sales. We had some other form of income from sponsorship, from donors. In fact, I have to say this, one of our senior ministers here actually supported us with quite a huge amount of money. Right, so can we please celebrate that? It's not easy. So lastly, I'm going to be leaving you with something. How can we make sure that the shift we're talking about is not something that just remains as an idea, but something that we can actually implement so that we walk into the rails through which we can be able to generate the necessary outcomes that we have. And I've turned it into a model or a framework that I call the SPARK model. The SPARK model. And just a summary of all I've said so far. First one, your S is the skill. Again, that is the fundamental. That is like the foundation. If there's nothing you have, there's no way you can make a living. There's no way you can earn an income. So, what can you do? And not just what can you do, but what can you do exceptionally? What are you so good that people cannot ignore you? What can you do so well that when they mention that particular skills or that particular industry, at least your name should come up? You really want to become a master at that skills. Number two is the package. Remember, we already said that skills in our generation today, having skills in our world today is the barest minimum. You are expected to have skills. But that is not enough. In a world that is crowded with people that have skills, what is your own differentiating factor? And that is where the package comes into question. How can you package your skill well? Now, it communicates to the people that actually need these skills. And the next one is your audience. Who needs it? Do you just have a skill or a product that nobody needs? And if that's the case, you want to actually discontinue from that. Because it does not solve any need. It doesn't solve the frictions that exist across the market. So, who are your audience? Who is this service? Who is this product? Who is these skills meant for? What is their pain point? And how can I communicate that if they should get access to my product or access to my service, it solves their problem? The next question you want to ask yourself, which is the R, remember I'm talking about Spark, is how do people discover you? And this is where we talk about, say, search engine optimization. How can people actually find you rather? So how can people discover you? How well have you optimized your profile that naturally comes up when people are in search of a particular skill that you offer? And then the last one you want to answer is, how do money flow back to you? Because you are not doing all those previous systems for doing sake. No, you are doing it with an aim. And the aim is to find how you can part away with your money through your product. That is actually the aim. That is the goal. Because if that does not happen, then the system is broken. If that does not happen, then you've only wasted your effort. So if any of this is missing, monetization breaks. If any of this is missing, there's no way you can actually increase your revenue. There's no way you can get to more people. Because the truth is that when you talk about increase in maybe your revenue or in your income, at the core of it is how can you get to more people? If you actually get to more people, then yes, your sales is guaranteed to be generated, or your revenue is guaranteed to be increased. So the goal is no longer to be just skilled. The goal is to become a system of value that generates income even when you are not actively working. So in this new economy, living in the world that we are living today, where economic forces determine the quantity of food we can put on our table, the question then became, the question is no longer what can you do, but what system have you built around what you can do? Thank you.
Let's put up. Let's put our hands together for a wonderful section led by our brother, Mr. Emmanuel. Quickly, because of our time, we just have limited time for questions. I know you have a number of questions, but we have limited time. Just 2 persons. Just 2 persons, please. We have 1 person there already. Go again. Please just come, please. Run. Quickly. Who? Okay, let's go. Okay. Just come quickly. Please, your questions should be direct, right? Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Emmanuel, for the session. Okay, thank you, Emmanuel, for the session. You talked about personal branding. So my question is, are there laid down procedures or something special, like, how do I put it? Like, are there really laid down procedures or laid down guidelines that we should follow to actually, or is it just randomly showing up online and posting content? Like, what can you tell me that it's actually this personal branding?
Okay, that was a very good question. So, there are many ways to look at it. What most people will probably tell you is that you need to have a niche, have something that you talk about, right? But the way I see it is that you might have something that is interesting to you that you want to talk about, right? But the only way for you to find out if this is something worth continuing with is when you generate as many content as possible. So it might want to sound as if you should be doing something random. And maybe that's how you want to start, right? Because that is the only way you can get signal, and mark that word, signal. The signal that will let you know, okay, it seems this is, in this stuff that I'm talking about, it seems people are more interested in this particular aspect. So you cannot have that signal if you are waiting for until the whole idea is formed, until everything is perfect. No. So what you want to do instead, when it comes to personal brand and then having a particular niche or having something that people know you for, is that you want to produce as many content as possible, right?
So are you saying that I can start randomly, then I can now transition into a niche?
Okay, let me not say randomly, but maybe generalize. That should be the word, before you can then specialize.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much for that.
Let's put our hands together for that response. Please, quickly. The next person, your question, direct, please.
Okay, thank you. You spoke about building a system. Okay, I want to ask, for those of us that has maybe like a digital skill, as you mentioned, how do we build a system around any digital skill? Like, how do we build?
Can you give me an example?
Maybe like graphic design,
Okay.
virtual assistants.
Okay.
So how do you build a system around it?
So, someone that isn't working with any system is the person that the gigs that they get is something that just come maybe on random days, right? Now, building a system would mean how can you meet the people that need your service even before they meet you? And that means, that's simply, what I'm just simply saying is, how can you get into their faces? And the simple answer for that is content. How can you create content that speak to the problems that people have, even when they don't know that they have it? That's a facet of a system. Another system would be, how can you create an offer that is so enticing that they cannot ignore? And that second system is your funnel. How can you create something that is simple, that is not so expensive, that will draw them in, first of all? Or maybe even a free product right? Can I give people this free product? And when they see what it can do, they will probably now want to check the other options that I have. That is a system. Or, how can I create a system where if it's, maybe you are already known, right? People know you out there. Now, but the system you are running is that before people can get to you directly, there's a special kind of offer. That would mean that you already have people that are working under you, right? People that are under your charge. But there's a special offer for someone that wants to work directly with me. That's another level of system.
All right, thank you so much. Let's put our hands together for the response. Quickly, your question, quickly.
Right. Thank you so much, sir. In a situation where you have a skill that is not just a skill, it's a talent, it's inborn in you, and then you developed it, but you don't have the wherewithal to improve and grow wider, what can one do?
Do you care to share what the skill you're talking of? If you don't, if you can't, no worry.
I mean, I'm an inborn writer, but I don't have the wherewithal to improve on it and grow more. That is, I don't have an Android phone for now.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you're essentially talking about maybe the tools, right? Now, to improve on writing, one of the things I've learned is that you need to be an avid reader to start with. An avid reader, someone that reads a lot, right? That's how you improve your writing. Because you need to, first of all, know what other people have done, how they write beautifully, how they communicate their ideas, before you can then maybe draw some lessons that you improve, that you can now use to improve your own writing. Now, for the tools, they say that when there's a will, there will always be a way, right? And what that could mean is that, okay, yes, maybe you don't have the phone, but your mom has a phone. Can you sacrifice your night's sleep so that maybe if he has to come with, say, putting out content now, so that maybe during that time of the, let's say, night, you can use it to do research, improve your writing, schedule the kind of posting you want to post, right? And then put it out there. Because if you wait for the perfect moment, you are going to wait for eternity. If you wait for the perfect moment, you are going to wait for eternity. So start from where you are. What is the resource you have at your disposal? And find a way to take advantage of it. There are people that are living in beautiful houses today, have so many good working conditions, but they don't know how to read. And there are people that are living in the slum, and regardless of the condition they are in, they will still read, if it means reading under a street light, if it means reading with candle. So the question is not that we don't have the tools, is how hungry do we actually want it? Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much. Let's put our hands together for our speaker, Mr. Emmanuel Undoka, for this wonderful session. Let's put our hands together, please, for this wonderful section. Thank you so much, sir.
Also, put your hands together for those who asked some questions. Put your hands together for them, please.
All right, quickly, as one of an announcement, please. Since we have a fuller house now, we want to make an announcement. Those of us who are attending this Arise conference for the first time, if you are attending the Arise conference for the first time, please, can you indicate by raising up your hands? Please, the protocol team, please. You need to assist us.
Celebrate them, please. And if they are sitting close to you, please welcome them.
Together, please. Please, you can be upstanding. Just stand up so we can identify you. Please, just stand up.
They are actually a number of
those that love you.
Welcome.
And we have been praying for you before you came here today.
Wow, welcome.
Please put your hands together. Put your hands. This is wonderful. We have almost half of the house. Please put your hands together for these persons. Protocol officers, please, we need to
please get
do
their
the needful
details
at this point and help us.
Protocol officers, please get their details. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much. You can have your seats.
At this juncture, I also want to thank anyone who have joined us online. If you are connected online, thank you so much for connecting. I want to acknowledge you. In fact, apologies, as I should have done this earlier. So thank you so much for connecting. And please stay connected. please connect and also comment. Thank you so much.
God bless you.
Also, there is someone in our midst, there's a personnel relationship manager from Zenith Bank. So he's going to come up, and while he speaks to us, please pay attention. And for those people that have gotten some gifts, can you wave the gifts again? Yeah, the gifts from Zenith Bank. All right, so there's a personnel from Zenith Bank that is to talk to us. So while he comes up, his name is, please pay attention. His name is Mr. Chukwuemeka Ahunanya, a relationship manager from Zenith Bank. Please pay attention as he comes to speak
Let's
with us.
welcome Mr. Chukwuemeka Ahunanya to the stage. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening. I'm very much excited to be here, and I am very grateful. Standing on existing protocols, I'm here from Zenith Bank. My name is Chukwuemeka Daniel Ahunanya, and I'll be sharing a few of our products. I'll go straight to the point. I don't want to bore you and hit the nail on the head. Thank you. So today, you know that we have a lot of businesses, both the informal and the formal businesses. In fact, before we have what we call small businesses, we used to have just two types of customers. We had either you're a corporate customer or a retail customer. And then over time, we found out that there's a particular segment of people that were contributing exponentially to the economy in terms of employment, in terms of GDP, and developed countries identified that particular niche. And when they did, they tailored services and products to them. Now, we as Nigeria, we always try to bring in the good things too, and that gave birth to what we know today as SMEs, small, medium enterprises. I can tell you that 90% of businesses today that exist in the country are small, medium businesses. But then, there is something that we've identified, regardless of their contributions to the economy. We've identified that this particular segment of businesses have challenges, key challenges, ranging from poor funding to capacity building to technical know-how and all that. Now, Zenith Bank understands the unique needs of these businesses, and it gave birth to the SME Grow My Business products. And with these products, you're able to achieve quite a number of things, right? Let me go straight to the point, to the one that we like. We know that businesses today, one of the major things is finance, right? You'd have the technical know-how, you would have the support, you would have the manpower. But if you do not have that finance to start that business, to expand that business, you find yourself struggling. But with these particular products, we have a lot of credit facilities that have been tailored specifically for our young ones, our women, and then the rest of the population. Now, one of those facilities, with them, we call it the Z-Woman Loan. Like the name sounds, it is specifically for our women community. There used to be a time where our women were not able to get facilities due to cultural, norms, due to documentation purposes and all that. And then we came up with this proposition that any woman who is in business, who is doing business in the country, is entitled to have a credit line, a credit facility. So as a woman, if you're running business, whether formal or informal, you are entitled, or you can have access to this particular facility. We have other facilities today. We have the SME loans, we have the merchant cash advance, we have your payday loan. Even for our salary earners, we found out that most times before they pay your salary, you're out of cash already. We also have that particular product for you. But remember, it is beyond giving you money. There are a lot of things that institutions look out for. Number one, character. How many of us are accountants in the house? We know the 5 C's of credit. Character, capacity, collateral, and the rest of them. So it is beyond just giving you finance, right? We also have the asset acquisition. You're a business owner. You want to expand your business today, but you do not have the cash. You do not have the means financially to expand your business. Zenith Bank today has a product for each and every one of us here that would enable us to expand our business. Okay? Now, aside finance, there is something else. There's another product called the Save For Me product. It is meant for everybody. Now you sell, whether formal or informal, and then you either make profits to inject back to your business for expansion, or you decide to save that your profits. Now there's a particular product called the Save For Me that gives you an interest for every money that is in that particular product. So as you're getting your money and you're saving it, it's not just in your account. It's different from the regular savings account that we know today. So once you're in that product, you earn interest monthly for having that product. Now, why should you choose Zenith Bank? We are the biggest supporter of non-oil trade exports in Nigeria. We have packages that are highly subsidized. We have a dedicated team for you. And we have the loan products as well for you. We have a lot of partners ranging from MTN, Google, Visa, and the rest of them. Now, there is something else I want to mention. Aside, I spoke about finance. I spoke about the technical know-how. Another thing that we offer to our business owners, whether formal or informal, is the ability to reach a wider range of customers. So we are in partnership with Google today. Let me give you an example. If you search for shoemakers in Shomolu today, you're going to see a list of businesses that you can check out. They will show you the contact details, the address, the reviews, and all that and all that. That particular service today is known as Google Business Profile. It helps a business owner to get a wider range of customers. You're able to reach a wider audience. This is part of the service that we offer to our customers today. And I am encouraging you. We have a lot of things, a lot of gifts for everybody. Our tent is just outside. You can come make your inquiries. We are here for you all through the events. We are here to give you support the best way we can. And then we see that your business will keep growing from greater heights to greater heights. Thank you very much. I'll take your questions now.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time. We appreciate you. I believe other questions will be asked him before the end of the section. Thank you so much. Let's put our hands together again as we appreciate him for his time. All right, moving on. We are on a very fast lane at this point. We have a link that will be shared on our various platforms, a feedback link. So please do well to click on the link and share your feedback concerning the Arise program. Moving on, we're going to be having a roundtable discussion, right? You really need to pay attention at this point in time because it's very important. And we'll be having a guest for this section, and the person of Mrs. Bernice Nkolika Onachukwu. We're going to read her profile now. Please, media, let's have this up. Thank you.
Mrs. Onachukwu Bernice Nkolika. She is managing director contributes actively in the financial department. She is also a teacher and minister in the Bible discussion group and Women's Forum. Mrs. Nkolika holds a BSc in economics and a master's degree in entrepreneurship and innovation. She is an associate member of CRPM and serves with the Nigerian Police. She is a devoted wife, a mother of 4, and a woman deeply rooted in her faith, known for her passion to positively impact lives. Let's make welcome
Put our hands together as we welcome
Bernice Nkolika.
Mrs. Nkolika Bernice Onachukwu. Let's put our hands together even as she comes to the round table discussion. You're welcome, ma'am. And the anchor for this section is going to be the Watchman Young Adult Forum Director in the person of Pastor Barrister Michael Oyaga. Please, sir. Let's put our hands together as he walks to the stage. Discussion will be on how to package yourself and your business profitably. Let's put our hands together even as he walks up to the stage. Thank you.
Before we go into our session, I want to do a quick one for about 3 minutes. So if you participated in the first session, the second session, and the third session, that is, you asked questions during those sessions, can you please stand to your feet? Let's see you quickly. You asked questions in those sessions. Can you stand to your feet? Quickly, quickly, quickly. We are young adults, so we should be very agile. Permit me to stand up. All right, please come forward, come forward, come forward. Let's see you. I have just 2 minutes for this exercise, so if you're not here in 2 minutes, that's off. Breakage, can we have those gifts, please? While the second speaker was talking, she talked about visibility, and visibility is very important. When you come for a program like this, make yourself visible, participate. Some persons were there at the back, they were just making fun, just gisting and laughing. You are spending life, because many of us don't know that time is life. That's why it is called lifetime. The time you are spending is your life. So when you come for a program like this, you are investing your time, so you invest it properly and then make the best out of it. It should be that at the end of the program, you are a better person, you have experienced shifts, as we have said. Can I have the gift, please? For them to have asked questions during the session means that they were paying attention, because if you don't pay attention, you will not be able to ask intelligent questions. And we are young adults who are very intentional and very deliberate about what we do on this platform. So for those who came here to catch cruise, I wish you all the best. Let's have the gift, please. Thank you very much. So let's give each of them a gift. Thank you so much for participating. Now, one of the gifts we are giving out now, this book was written by the second speaker, and the title is Arise, Conquering the Fear to Dare. When I saw the book, I needed to place order for my own because my children need to read the book. And she gave us some copies that we should give to the participants free of charge. Can we appreciate her, please? I'm talking about Mrs. Blessing Anenechukwu. So you go read the books and then conquer the fear. Is it enough? 2, 4, 6, 8. 8. All right. Thank you very much. God bless you. Please have your seat. Now, the session we are going into in the next few minutes is very important. This program was not packaged just to make, to pass time or to fulfill obligation, not at all. It was packaged because we understand that we are the future and we need to take charge of that future now. Today was the yesterday you talked about yesterday. Today, rather, is the tomorrow you talked about yesterday. So, and your tomorrow is here with you today. So, the earlier we get into it, the better for us. Now, we have a lot of young adults who are having issues with this topic, our team shift. Many of us are doing businesses, many are into career, many are into one or two things. And our second speaker mentioned visibility, our third speaker also mentioned visibility and all of that. So we are looking at branding, how to package yourself and your business profitably, how to package yourself and your business profitably. We have decided to make this a discussion period so that you can learn, you can tap from the wealth of experience of our guests. Are we together, please? All right, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, once again.
Thank you.
So, I have a lot of questions here, but I'll try to be very brief. So when it comes to branding, what comes to your mind generally?
Generally, branding is the process by which you project what you believe or what you stand for to the public. So the process, that's wholesome, there are various things. All the process by which you create something very strong, a strong perception about what you stand for and what you produce, could be your product or the career you are into.
So the process by which you create a perception of what you stand for.
A strong and positive perception.
Strong and positive perception. So will I be correct if I say that every young person is actually a brand?
Definitely. Every young person is a brand. In our world today, we are in a digital world. So just this day you open the internet and you see that everybody is talking. They are projecting themselves. That's the brand. They are brands. They are projecting themselves. They are talking about their views on certain things. Some might not make sense to you. Some might make sense to you. But this is still branding. So in our world today, everyone is a brand. Everyone is a brand.
Everyone is a brand, so it depends on the kind of brand that you are projecting. All right, now can I ask this question? So how important, when it comes to branding, I know a lot of things play when it comes to branding. So how important is character when it comes to building a personal brand as a person?
Wow. The importance of character cannot be overemphasized. Branding is not just the logo or the color scheme that they know you for. Branding, the character there shows the personnel behind branding, because the character depicts your integrity, and that is one of the key points or pillars in branding. So people, you will know that today people buy certain brands because of the integrity they have experienced or integrity they have seen in those brands. Integrity there means keeping to your words, what you say, that's a value you're projecting. That's that picture you're presenting to the public. It being true, they come, they experience it, they understand that what you said is what you stood for. So integrity is very key. It is a serious pillar, so it's not something that should be joked with at all. Integrity is something that will help you go a long mile, in branding.
So one should focus on building your integrity and your character.
Very much, and protect it, because it's a virtue that is easy, it's very difficult to build, but it's very easy to scatter. It can be lost. So you build it and you protect your integrity.
All right, thank you very much, ma'am. Now, when our second speaker was talking about Mrs. Blessing Anenechukwu, she said something, and I'm sure many of us took note of that, when she was talking about salary. All right, so you are coming to our office for a job interview, and then they know that the salary for that position is 250,000 naira or dollars, as the case may be, and then the question is thrown to you, what are we supposed to pay you? What do you want us to pay you? And you say, I will manage 80,000 and the rest. Now, she said, and I quote, "You can ask us for 2 billion if you have confidence in yourself it is for us to say we can't pay you 2 billion, but we can pay you this amount. Now, how can a young person develop that level of confidence without being arrogant? Because there's a thin line between confidence and arrogance.
Okay, confidence here is self-assurance of what you can offer. So it's within, it's an internal thing. So now in growing your brand, you will develop confidence, and because you have value you can offer. All the speakers I've listened to talked about what value are you bringing to the table? What value? What need are you meeting? What need are you meeting? And it's that need that informs your customer base, that informs people that will come for what you produce or what you stand for. So in arrogance here, I talked about what confidence is an internal thing. Arrogance is more of an external show off. And there's something I want to point out here, that most people who are arrogant actually do that to mask their incompetence. They don't have value. They don't have what they can offer. So in order to hide it, they show off. You know, they become very arrogant in the way they speak and all. And if you engage them one-on-one, you find out that they have nothing upstairs. So arrogance, there's a thin line between that. But if you know the value you can offer and you know your worth, that is as a result of the skills you have garnered, apart from the, speaker talked about the certificates, not just having the certificate, but the certificates, yes. So what you have within you, what you can offer, what you can bring to the table. And when you have that, you see that you are very confident. And when you're speaking with confidence and not pride or arrogance.
Awesome. Please can we appreciate her for that? Now, I know that in the audience, those who are on site and those who are online, we have a lot of them who are into small businesses. And one of the challenges we have is people having confidence in small businesses. Now, if you are a business owner, you have built businesses from scratch. So I want to ask this question on their behalf. Can I go ahead? All right. So what makes people to trust small brands? Yes.
Okay. And we talked about integrity, one. It's very key. Another thing is consistency. What do they know you for? And you are there. And they have seen you as a master. The last speaker said it. Be a master in that thing you're doing. And be consistent. When you are voicing it out online, when you're saying it, you're consistent. You're not jumping from here to here. Maybe today you talk about this aspect of life. Tomorrow you talk about another thing. And they can't just pinpoint what they know you for. So be consistent. I know recently someone called the other day, and the question the woman asked is, do you still do this business? Because I saw some post on your WhatsApp, but that day I chose to post something else apart from what I do. So you see that consistency. And I laughed and I said, madam, we are still here, So be consistent. That you stand for, that business you're doing, that brand, that value you're providing, stand there and do it well. So whenever they think of anybody, he talked about it, the last speaker, if you are thinking of someone in this field, I'll remember you. I'm thinking of someone in this field, I'll remember you. Integrity is key, consistency is key, and the speed with which you deliver things, And what really stands small businesses out to an extent, or give them a leverage over certain big companies, is that there is less bureaucracy. You can take decisions speedily. You can move with the trend. Unlike big companies that will need to, the board need to meet, they need to decide on change of price, they need to do all this. So leverage on that fact that you can take certain decisions speedily that will help you get more customers or, get a deal that a big company couldn't get. And now, good service delivery. Good service delivery. Customers love good service delivery. Someone that called and said, the speed with which I might not have that thing, but I said, don't worry, you will get it. Don't worry. The person said, I've walked around, I've asked, I've this. The person that I contacted recently said, I should just wait. And in almost the day is almost ending and I have not gotten it. And before he said Jack, I brought it out for him, you know. So the speed with which you answer or you profile a solution to a customer will make them come back to you again. So I think integrity, one, leveraging on the fact that you can take quicker decisions compared to bigger companies, stand for, yes, speed, then good service delivery, as I mentioned, you know, and excellence, stand for excellence. Do it well, and they will come back.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. I think you want to clap your hands. All right, now we are doing business in a world of competition, all right? It's been said generally that if a business can survive the first 5 years of its existence, then that business is going to last, maybe. Now, and we see a lot of big companies swallowing up small companies. I will not ask, I'm tempted to ask you, how long have you been in business? But I will not ask that question. But I'm going to ask this one instead. How can small brands compete actively with big brands and not be swallowed up in the marketplace?
It's almost likened to what I just answered now.
Yes.
But another thing is creating a niche. Have a target audience and service them well. I talked about the speed with which you answer, the speed with which you can deliver. Yes, the speed with which you can deliver is an edge for you as a small business owner. So target your audience. Don't just you're not trying to appeal to the whole populace. Create a niche and service them well. And you see, as you service them well, you will grow organically because they will refer others to you. They will tell others, this person does this, so he does this, his company does this, the speed with which he does this. So please, create a niche, have a target audience, and follow them well. Take decisions speedily because you have that privilege of taking the decision because either you're the owner, you're the business owner, or you're in a higher cadre, that you can take certain decisions, or you can advise the company, let's take this decision, this is something happening. Then be in the business. Know what is happening. Know what is happening. Don't get carried away. Be in it. Anything happening, any new product, any new promotion and all, it depends on the business you're doing. Be in it. And I tell you, smaller businesses, they have really a lot, to leverage on. And
oh, beautiful. Now, I will do a quick follow-up question to that because you said I should create a niche as a business person and I should target my audience. Now, I'm going to ask you this very direct question. How do you identify that's your target audience? Because I'm talking on behalf of small business owners now. A lot of them have businesses. Some are into dressmaking. Some are into beverages, fruit juice, and the rest of that. And the only audience they know is a church. So you are doing Kunu, I'm doing Zobo, she's doing Tiger Nut. We are all siblings in business. And then we all bring our product to church on Sunday. And if we don't sell it on Sunday, it is like the church people are wicked people. They didn't buy our product. So how do I target my audience and then expand my brand?
One, you already know what product you have. Remember, your product is there to serve a need. If you have any product that is not serving a need, then I don't think it will be a lucrative product. So one, it must serve a need. And you know that we have, apart from Nigeria, I think the last speaker said something about being there in the digital space. You're there. You are there. Once they open, they see you there. So be there. And once you're there, they will come for you because you must meet a need that they have. You will meet a need that they have. It depends on the business you're also into. Someone into food, you have a larger audience. Things they eat. I tell people these days, one of the lucrative businesses, edibles. What they eat. Because people must eat. So when you know the kind of business you are into, or the kind of brand you stand for, and you know the kind of value you give out to people that need what you have, then, wow, That's just a good starting point for you to go wild. So digitally be there, be in their faces. Let them know you, let them hear about you. Tell others, apart from the digital platform, tell people, mouth to mouth is one of the best ways of selling your product or whatever you do. Tell people what you do. Show what you do. If you're a dressmaker, show. Let them see it. Wow, my sister, I saw this fine dress you're on. I like it. I made it for myself. This is what I do. You've marketed yourself already. You've marketed your brand. And next time the person will come for you. Or the person remembers, there's one sister in my church that does this. And another day, she goes out with what you made for her. And someone sees it, not in the church again. How I love this, your dress. The person made it so well. Referral. You see it? Referral. So there's a ripple effect here. So the best is be in their face. Say what you do. Tell others. Don't be ashamed of it. I sell fish. Tell them you sell fish. Anything they eat, you make money from there. I sell food. Make them know you do those things. So make them know with it online and offline. I think that's just one of it.
Very well. I sell fish, but I'm not selfish. All right, so let me take it a step further now. This is more like a religious atmosphere, and we are competing with the people of the world, in quotes. Right? So, and we know that the scripture said it not as a matter of commendation, but as a matter of it's not supposed to be so. And what is that? That the children of this world are in their generation wiser, seem to be wiser than the children of light. And I know one of the challenges we have as believers in the marketplace, in the business place, is how do we promote our values in the marketplace without compromise? So my question is, how can young believers who are in businesses build their business profitably without compromise?
Okay. Good. The first thing I will talk about here is making God the CEO of your business. If God is the CEO of your business, you won't want to offend him. Another thing is having the kingdom mindset when you're doing your business. I'm making this money, one, to please God, to be there for his service. When the Dyson pastor was talking, he talked about service to God. Service with that skill you have. Service with that money you are making. When you have the kingdom mindset, you want to, I'm doing this because I want to fund the work of God. I want, whenever they call for this, I am there to provide, So that kingdom mindset, then having God as your CEO, the first I talked about. Another thing is also stating your boundaries. State your boundaries. This is me. This is what I stand for. My faith stands for this. I'll give you an instance with, there was a country, there's a company called Sweet Cakes in the US. And there was a time, it was online everywhere, that they refused to bake cake for same-sex couple. And because of that, the government slammed on them and they had to shut down, But that gave them mileage. How? They were able to go to the heights, in the legal, where they argued it legally. Then also, they had a lot of people that were also religious, that loved what they do. They began to, there was crowdfunding for them. They began to donate for them. And they had that joy, one, and peace that they held on to their faith and stood to their ground. If they didn't have those set values, I tell you, they would have, why should I close up because of this? Let me make the cake for them. But they held on, and they said it's better we shut down instead of making cakes for same-sex couples and for their marriage. So stand for what hold on to your integrity, as I would say, or better put it, state your boundaries. This is my boundary. I cannot do this. Recently, I had an issue that came up in my place of work, and it started early this year. There was something, most time people come to buy, maybe procurement officers, they come to buy things and they'll tell you, do this, do that, do this. Wow. So many times I'll ask them certain questions. Why? Why are you know, I use that to sell. Why are you doing this? Must you defraud the company to make something? You know, and many of them become this madam and this her. You know, what's this? You know, just do this thing. Other people are doing it. That's what they will tell you. Other people are doing it. There's nothing there now. But use that opportunity to sell your own values and what you stand for. It's not right. If you defraud this company and it goes moribund, how will you survive? It's from the same company they pay you. So with that, I am telling you of my values. So before you come and shape your mouth that you want to tell me that, you think again that this woman will tell you one thing, you know. So yeah, recently something happened and the company, the procurement person did something and the company began to investigate. Okay, before that, a guy walked into the store and he said, inflate this. I want to buy at this. Change, let the invoice be this. And I asked him a question, why do you do this? What if the company calls? I don't know who called. We don't know who called. And we will tell the person the actual price. So won't it be a problem for you? He thought of it. And I told him, the best I can do for you is to give you a discount. But I'm still going to give this right price because this is actually what is on the price list. I'm going to give you this price, but I'll give you a discount. You know, but it's not going to be depicted on the invoicing. And shortly after that guy left, do you know the company called? How did I know? Because it's that same model, that same product they asked. They just asked, how much is the price of this? And we said the actual price because there's a list for it. And I was like, wow. As soon as I dropped the call, I said, can you imagine? What if there was a falsification and they called to ask? As I said, I just told him, what if they called? And they called. So I think state what you stand for and stick to it. Don't shift boundaries because you want to please the CEO, who is what? God. So first of all, God is the CEO. Have a kingdom mindset. State your boundaries and stand by it. Thank you.
Perfect. Can you appreciate her for that, please? When you make God the CEO of your business and you have a kingdom mindset, there is no way that business will fail because God will not allow it to fail. Even when the person does not buy from you, He will bring those that will buy from you. You didn't say amen. Now, some of us are not into buying and selling. Some of us are in the service industry like myself. And we always have this challenge of people coming to you and saying, can you offer this service? And you say, yes. What is your bill? And you give them the bill and they tell, that is too expensive. Or, okay, we will take it, because they know that you have undervalued yourself. And when they say that is too expensive, there's a tendency of somebody's mind shifting. Like, I hope this customer will come back because I think I want to chase them away with my price. So my question is this. For those who are doing buying and selling and for those who are in the service industry, how do you determine the value of your product or your service so that you will be in between?
So you stay profitable, probably. Okay, good. I'm going to look at 3 factors here. One is the cost of which I bought this, or the cost of my service. Someone in the service industry, as he said, what's the cost? Now, another thing is, what is the price of your competitors? What's that your competitor offering? Then next is probably the value. The value you are bringing to the table is what you're providing valuable. When you know these 3, will I want to sell and make a loss? No. Profitability is key. Any business you keep making a loss, you will go out of business soon. So someone walks in and tell you, the next door is selling this price. You look at it. There are times you need to look at it. Look at your cost. The first thing is to go and look at your cost. I want to keep this customer. And I found out that at this price, he said, okay, I'm just making 1 naira. No problem. I can part with it just to keep him. I can decide to sell. But if it is a loss, I will not sell. If it's a loss, why am I making a loss? I'm there to make profits. Business is about profits. Whatever you're doing, services is about profits. I will borrow from Warren Buffett, who always say every beginning of the year to his managers, rule number 1 is don't lose money. Rule number 2 is remember rule number 1. So don't lose money. Don't lose money. But you must always benchmark with what other people are selling. There are cases where I need to even call you, say, this shop, they are selling this. Here, they are doing this. Inquire, find out. Hold on. Let me find out. Find out. If it is true and it's something you can part with and you're okay, even if it means breaking even, just sell off. At that cost to cost, it's better than making a loss. So I think with that you can.
All right, thank you so much, ma'am. Now, business, whether product or service, demands visibility. People need to see you, people need to know you. I'm speaking on behalf of a particular tribe in this audience. They are very shy. They don't like talking to people. They don't just want to be seen, but they want to make money. Okay? So my question is, am I speaking your mind? I know they are there. Because during the network session, I know some people didn't stand up from their chair. They didn't talk to anybody. But now we are talking about networking. And you are a business person. So how can networking help in brand visibility? Yes.
Networking. Wow. Networking is, collaboration, partnering with others. It is very vital in our world today, very vital. For every successful brand, at least you should network with others. How do you network? Those other people that do the same thing you do, in the same line of business, in the same services you're into, get to collaborate with them. Get to partner with them. There's no harm in asking, how are you doing this? Today I spoke to one of my staff and I said, ask others what they are doing. Find out from them what they are doing to stay there. That is partnership, trying to know, trying to collaborate. You learn a lot from that collaboration. Many times it don't even require money. And with that, you're able to build a larger audience, a larger, customer base. Because I know you do this, and I don't have it. The next is to call you. Do you have it? Yes, you have. You have sold. You have sold. So even if you made profit, I made profit. That's collabo. So networking cannot be overemphasized. Find out those groups. Whether it could be, our speaker talked of alumni groups. Join all those places. Network. From there you get information. There's a job here. There is an opening here. And you key into it immediately. So networking cannot be overemphasized. It will help you grow. It will help you scale. And as people get to, as you know others, they'll give you information, first-hand information. If you're in a particular group, being in that group will help you get certain information that other people that are not there will not get. So networking the importance of that cannot be overemphasized. So as a brand or as a upcoming brand or a growing entrepreneur, be a networker. When you come, I know there was a time for networking. Go about, you might be shy. I am shy. I'm telling you, I am a shy person. But these days I've learned that if you don't talk, if you don't say what you do, nobody will know. So I use every opportunity to make them know what I do. So if you cannot say it, put it on your phone, online. They are not seeing you, Abi. Nobody's going to slap you. Put it on your WhatsApp status. Let them know what you do. Network, tell others. Anybody that can tell, join groups, go for meetings, go for seminars related to what you're doing. This is a good way to network. So it cannot be overemphasized. It is very vital.
Beautiful. I have 2 questions, and I need to take that in the next 5 minutes. One is going to be a personal question. You have been in business. I'm sure you've made 1 or 2 mistakes that we can learn from. So when it comes to, if we ask you, if you have the opportunity to rebrand yourself, what would you change first?
My mindset. Shift mindsets. It starts from the mind. I will shift my mindset. I will flow with the trend. These days, you see the social media. I really don't like it, though. I'm telling you. Because, everybody is there, this one, that. But
at the time I sat and asked myself, it has come to stay. So move with the trend. Even if you don't want to be there, be doing something. You can get somebody, if it's someone you need to hire to be doing the thing, get them to do it. So one thing I want to shift is my mindset. My mindset is one thing I want to shift. Learn to move with the trend. Learn to be open to change. Learn to learn to know better from those that you have not, that probably are ahead of you and all. I think that's one of the things I want to do, my mindset.
Learn to change, learn to grow. Our Dasan pastor told us that the kingdom of God is the kingdom of growth. I'm sure you heard that. Everything in the kingdom grows, and so you must grow. Now, my final question, this is call to action. The program is ending tomorrow. We have been here since morning. We've listened to your session. What should I do as an attendee as I'm leaving this place now? 3 things I should do with this program.
The mindset shifts. If you've been in, if you had a mindset that this program is trying to address, accept your weakness, accept your, once if you don't discover, you cannot recover. When you discover your shortcomings and your weakness, then you can begin to recover. And this is one of the programs that can help you recover, And don't wait till that perfect time. Start now. Don't wait. I have not been able to, to coin out this. I know someone that asked the question was like, when should I don't have the money, but I have the skill. Our last speaker talked about freelancing. Offer free service. You're learning from there. So one thing is that I want everyone to live here with that mindset change or shift into becoming the best you can be. Projecting excellence, knowing well and being a master in that thing you do. That thing you do it very well. Whatever your hand finds to do, the Bible said, do it with all your heart. And it's known now. The same pastor talked about today. As we were reading the Bible, the last chapter or the last verse we read was, "Seest thou a man that is diligent in his ways? He will sit with kings and not with mean men." And when the Dacian pastor said that, I said, wow, diligence, be diligent, integrity. Please get that virtue, preserve it, and grow with it. And the sky will be your starting point and not your limit.
Awesome. Please, can we put our hands together for our guests? Thank you so very much, ma'am.
Thank you very much, sir.
It's been very wonderful talking with you. I know we can keep talking and talking and talking. Is that the best you can do for her? I'm sure you can do better than that. Thank you so much,
say
ma'am.
a last word. The great brand you can become starts with your daily choices. So let's make the right choice. And coming here today is the right choice. Coming tomorrow is the right choice. And taking action with all you have learned is a right choice for you. Thank you.
All right, so that clap was for her. Can you clap my own now? Okay, so we just want to do 2-3 things and then we're out of this place. Number one, Zenith Bank has a lot of freebies for us. For those of us that like FOC, free things. So you meet them at their stand and get that. You can do your BVN with them. You can get some free cards and also get some free business consulting with them. That's why we brought them here, so that they can give us the money. You don't want the money. Now, it is our tradition to appreciate the speakers on the platform of Arise every year. I know some of our speakers have stepped out, so we appreciate the ones that are still around. Then by tomorrow, we appreciate the remaining ones. While we are getting the plugs ready, the video for celebrating our JAMB conquerors should be available now. In the general church, we usually have youth graduating into the adult church. But of recent, we started with youth graduating from the youth church into the young adult forum. and from the Young Adult Forum, they will graduate into the Adult Church. Now, today, the first time on our record, we want to appreciate and recognize our young adults who just wrote the JAMB, and they were able to score above 300 without chukuli. You know what's called chukuli? Yeah, without chukuli. So we'll play a very short video to show their faces. We're going to give them gifts. Part of the gift is also books from our second speaker, Mrs. Blessing Anenechukwu. Can you appreciate her for that? And then lastly, the Young Adult Forum is going to pay for their post-UTME. So when they are writing that exam, we are going to pay for them. Can we have the videos? Morris, can you bring them up? Let's bring them up stage if they are here. So we have Okafor Raphael. Who's Okafor Raphael? Not here. The Okafor Raphael. All right. Okonkwo Mabel. All right. Stay beside him. Annie Favor. Stay beside her. Prosper. All right. Stay beside her. Emanuela. Jamaka. Okay, she's not here. Deborah Amarachi, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so very much for making us proud. I have the singular honor to call on our senior pastor, Pastor Chris Ejibenam, to make the presentation to each of them. When it is time for your post-UTME, please let us know. We are going to pay for you. God bless you. All right, Pastor Chris, please. Pastor Chris, please, you help us stand in for Pastor Ejibenam. Amen. All right. He has delegated that responsibility to our second speaker, Mrs. Blessing Anenechukwu. God bless you, ma'am. Photographers, please be ready. Snapshots. Click it, click it. Is it click it or clock it? Yes, please. One by one. No. Moderator, wait first. Sorry, ma. Yeah, give her. Yes, one by one. Yeah, shift. Please, this way. Yeah, clock it. Mbanu. All right. Thank you so very much, ma'am. All right, you can go back to your chairs. Thank you so much. Go back to your seats. God bless you. There's this advert. I don't know whether some of us may know it, but if you have white hair on your head, you should know it. Papilo, one day. So we are sure that one day they are going to make us proud. We celebrate victory, we celebrate success on the platform of the young adult. So if you do anything that is worthy of celebration, please let us know. We'll gladly celebrate you. Wedding, naming ceremony, housewarming, first class will be there with you. Right now, I want to recognize and appreciate our speakers for making our time to share their knowledge with us, to share their time with us, and they've been here since morning, staying with us, and we are so happy that they are here. I want to call on the National Director of the Youth and Children Ministry, in the person of our Mommy Calista, to come present. All right. So please can Emmanuel Nuka come up to the stage?
Arise Watchman International Young Adult Conference. What should I hear? Okay. Special recognition awards presented to Emmanuel Nduka for your contribution as a guest speaker at the Arise Conference 2026. Congratulations.
Mommy, don't go yet, wait, man. Now, Imam, please come. Renuka, please come. Many of us may not know him, but his nickname is Tony Elumelu Boy. We're so happy that he's one of us. He's a watchman. He's in the youth and children ministry. And the influence and the affluence that God has given to him, dining with kings, relating with people like Tony Elumelu and the rest of that, has not made him to backslide and to go into sin, has not made him to leave the church, has not made him to look down on his teachers. He still comes to the youth and children ministry program. He still sleeps at Ayetoro. He's still following us. Why am I saying this? Why am I saying this? God has given us the promise of raising millionaires from the dunghill. But when he raises you as a millionaire, as a billionaire from the dunghill, that is not the time to compromise. That's not the time to forget about the God that raised you from the dust to the throne. God bless you. Thank you so much. I want to call us to the stage, Mrs. Blessing Anedechuku. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Still from Arise, special recognition award presented to Blessing Anedechuku for your contribution as a guest speaker at Arise Conference 2026. Congratulations. That's still a product of the Children and Youth Ministry.
All right. I want to call to the stage Mrs. Bernice Nkolika Unachiku.
I think I should be dancing. Should I dance? Should I dance? That's so done. Tomorrow is coming. As I look back, I see children class. And now I see great women. Praise the Lord. So this from Arise Again, Special Recognition Award presented to Bernice Nkolika Onachukwu for your contribution as a guest speaker at the Arise Conference 2026. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, ma'am. All right, before I step down from the podium and then the anchors will come finish up for the day, I want to announce to us that tomorrow is loaded. Tomorrow we're having so many activities. Don't worry, we'll close on time. But as soon as the Sunday light service is over, we are connecting to our program. We'll be having Pitch Your Business tomorrow. Somebody is going to leave this podium tomorrow with 1 million naira. And it is not voice notes 1 million naira. As soon as the person wins, we'll do the transfer. Also, over the period, the Watchman Young Adults Forum has assisted in empowering some of our young adults, because we believe that some may not have the privilege of going to school. Maybe they are learning one skill or the other, and they need empowerment. We've done that over the period, and God has helped us. So tomorrow, you also have the opportunity of seeing the video of that. Also tomorrow, we'll be speaking on an area that many of us have not paid attention to over the period, and it is very important because it defines and determines our future. So you can't afford to miss. And lastly, tomorrow, we are going to be having a special session for us in the young adult family. We call it the God Factor. It is going to be powerful. So tomorrow, come along with us, and God will do you good. At this point, I sign out. Anchors, please come up stage. God bless you.
Do we have young men and women of the princes of the provinces here? If you are one of them, please put your hands together for yourselves. Celebrate yourself for staying till this time. Celebrate yourself, please.
Watchman.
And also, put your hands together for the speakers also, please.
Watchman Young Adult! All right, the energy is... we thank God for today, and today has been wonderful, right? Today has been so wonderful. And we know that we are anticipating what tomorrow will feel like, right? Tomorrow is going to be power packed. And let me tell you, if you come late tomorrow, you will stay outside. I'm just giving you a pre-information. If you come late tomorrow, you will stay outside. You will not benefit from everything happening inside. So please, make sure you are here, and you are here right on time. We have a number of things for us, outlined for us tomorrow. So please make sure you are here and here on time. Thank you. All right, please, if your vehicle has this plate number, MUS 33KP, MUS 33KP, please, you are advised to go and repack, as it is causing a little obstruction outside. So please, MUS 33KP is the plate number. Also, tomorrow we'll be making use of, you can scan the barcode on the screen right now, because we'll be using this to attend to questions that you might have tomorrow to make it snappy and faster also. Please scan the barcode, the QR code there, so that you can download or get access to the Slido app, from which you can send your questions to us and we can see them. Thank you.
Hope you've been able to learn something today. Have you decided that you are going to shift? So if you know you want to shift, please come back tomorrow. And as you're coming back tomorrow, call with at least one person if possible. Thank you very much for today. Put your hands together for yourselves, please.
All right, let's be on our feet even as we close this program. Watchman young adults. Oh, I want you to look at your neighbor and say the sheep so the person will feel it. Watchman young adults. The person did not feel it though, so let's, the energy should be there. You get it, you come in tomorrow. Watchman young adults. All right, let's say the grace and fellowship. The grace. The grace of our Lord Jesus Christ,
the love of God, and the sweet fellowship of the Holy Spirit be rest and abide with us now and forevermore. Amen.
Surely,
God's goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our lives, and we shall dwell in the presence of the Lord forever and ever. Amen.
Before we take our closing hymn, please, I know most of you are looking at me and saying, is there no item 7? Don't worry, there is item 7, all right? So as you are going, or just remain seated, please, just for a while, it will be shared accordingly so that you get yours and then you go with it, all right? So we are going to take the closing hymn, just stanza 1. Lo, in the grave he lay, Jesus, my Savior, waiting the coming day. Jesus, my Lord. All the energy now. Up from the grave he arose, with a mighty triumph by his foes. He arose a victor from the dark domain, and lives forever with his saints to reign. He arose, he arose. Shout it, hallelujah. Christ arose. God bless you. Have a wonderful evening. I'll see you tomorrow.